Welcome to the Vue JS tutorial. My name is Andreas and I will teach you how to step into Vue JS, how to install everything you need and do the first steps and technical skills to develop your own Vue JS application. But at first we need some preparations. Therefore, I have a very, very freshly installed Ubuntu. I think it's 22 or something. And if you are on Windows or if you are on Mac OS, at first you need Node.js. So nodejs.org and hit the download button. This is the most common way to install it. And if you are on Ubuntu, then you definitely need the terminal to install everything. And this is what we are doing right now. So just open the terminal and install Node.js. But at first you need to do something that is really familiar, so updating our apt package manager. So sudo apt update. And as I said, if you are on Mac OS, if you are on Windows, you just have to download the installer here from this website and click the big button here. Maybe there's a different version here that depends on when you are when you are watching this video. But we are doing the steps here for Ubuntu and now doing sudo apt install Node.js. Node.js, you can compare it like, for example, if you know Java or something, it's a virtual environment for running JavaScript outside the browser, because usually the browser is the only place where to run JavaScript. And it's a really good idea not to do it on the computer. But Node.js is providing an environment to run JavaScript outside the browser. If everything is all right, you just can open the terminal on Windows, on Mac, or here on Ubuntu and type Node.js minus and the small v. And if there's a version printed here, then the installation was fine. If there isn't, just head over to Node.js and install the most latest version. It's pretty interesting why this is the latest version and apt is getting me the 12, but it's okay. I'm fine with it. The next thing we need is Node.js and also doing a sudo apt install npm. And then it says here, yeah, 255 megabytes of additional space, but npm is the Node package manager. It's important for, obviously managing the packages. And what is a package? Node packages on the web, they have, for example, Vue JS or TypeScript or Angular. All those are Node packages which you can install in your projects. And as I said, Node.js let us run JavaScript outside the browser. So what is the key about that? You can develop front-end applications. You also can develop console. So here console applications running in the terminal window. You also can build applications for the iPhone, for Android, so mobile applications as well. And the packages you're using, they are all managed by the npm, the Node package manager. And if the installation was successful, we can just check this by running npm-v. And if there's a version, then everything runs all right. So what have we done now? We have installed Node.js. We have installed the Node package manager, and there's just one thing left. It's the Vue CLI. And if we have the Node package manager on our system, we can just hit npm and then install and then the -g for a global package installation. Hit the and then Vue/CLI. And the Vue CLI is a command line interface. This is CLI. And the command line interface is the way how to manage the dependencies in Vue.js projects, how to create a new project, and how to run the Vue.js development server as well. We are getting into the Vue CLI a lot more times during this tutorial, but at first the CLI here is a JavaScript application running on our terminal, and it is a Node package. So if you are using the Vue CLI, it is a JavaScript application on our terminal run by Node.js, and the npm is the tool which helps us to install the CLI on our computer. If you see this permission denied e-access error, then you just have to put a sudo in front of npm install, and then it is doing all the things again. And then the installation is just like a sudo. There's more or less an AE access. This is a file access problem, but I won't fix it right now on a fresh installed Ubuntu. I will just do the sudo npm install -g. We also have non-global packages. Those are packages we are using on our web projects then. So global means it is installed somewhere here on our global home directory and then in .npm. And if it's not global, then it's a project dependency in our project. But now this was the preparation. These were the preparations for the terminal. We also have to do an installation of an IDE, and I am really into VS Code. So if you have Visual Studio Code installed yet, if you haven't, then you just should do this right now. This is the IDE we are using in the tutorial, and there are some extensions. I would recommend using Vue JS, but just have a search about Vue, and then you see the Vue JS extension pack. Where is it? Vue JS snippets. No, that's not what I want to. And here we have the Vue JS VS Code extension pack, and I would recommend it because Prettier is a really nice plugin. Vtour is a tooling for VS Code for Vue JS. Then definitely the ES6 code snippets and npm. The other things are, yeah, snippets. Okay, you can have that if you want to, but Vtour is at least the extension I would definitely recommend you to use. And npm makes something really easy when developing with it. So this was the first video, and we are fine with the preparations. When we run vue minus, and then you need a big V here, an uppercase V. And if you have an installation version above 5, then everything is all right. So we have npm, we have Node.js, and we have the Vue CLI, and then we will start developing, and we are getting into Vue.js in the next video. So hit the subscribe button and see us in the next video.